Right, this is Talented. It's a... I guess you could call it a tower defense sort of roguelike? I'm not entirely sure how they're classifying it, but it sounded interesting, and I have it, so I thought I'd give it a quick play anyway. I haven't tried this before, so see how it goes. I'm trying not to get mentally boomed and just have a nice time here. Oh, that is way too loud. Hang on. The menu music is like 10% as loud as the game music. Auto fire? Yeah, probably auto fire. That sounds fine. Probably for the best. Do I have to actually turn? No, I'll just turn in whatever direction they're coming in. No, I do have to turn. So it's got kind of like a Game Boy Color aesthetic, or like original Game Boy aesthetic. I think that can actually be a positive thing in some ways. They don't have to worry as much about art, and they can focus more on mechanics if that's what they're interested in. So the main thing about this game is it's all about talent trees, and the talent trees are, I think, procedurally generated and massive. I do need more attack range. Gain more experience, knockback power. Okay. It's kind of like a Path of Exile-sized talent tree that you just can't see yet. But I think it's like, takes up the whole screen. It's massive. Made my range longer, but it didn't really seem that much longer. I suppose you're meant to start at the bottom, and now we're here. You don't really have a lot of wiggle room here for failure. My camera over to this side. Probably less distracting. Looks like we get special abilities too, down at the bottom left. Nights feel 5 seconds longer. Increased damage, yes. Attack speed increase, health up. I might have to take that. I've heard a criticism of this game is that there are dead ends that you won't know about until you reach them in the skill tree, which I could see why that might be a little frustrating. Yeah, more attack range, please. Oh, what's this? We've got a target now. Invoked weapon. Your basic attacks fire an additional arrow for 2 seconds after using an ability. Cool. Are there color palette swaps? I don't think so. That does seem like an kind of obvious and good idea, though. No. Yeah, it seems like an unlockable kind of option they would add. I like that my arrows shoot a little faster now, that's good. Keep in mind, this game's only $4, so it's not exactly a massive investment. If you like what you see, feel free to pick up a copy at the link in chat. I actually can't remember if they gave me a review code for this. I think they might have, so I should probably put that in there. Apologies, that's not something I should be ambiguous about. I'll add it to the title now. There we go. So pretty simple gameplay loop. Beat a knight get a few skill points, see where it goes from there. Crit up, what's this? Blast Quiver. Basic attacks a 10% chance to explode. Sounds fun, I wouldn't mind that. But I also really like attack speed being up higher, so I'll do that too. You don't actually have to click on the coins in the game space, like they'll just attract to you over time. If you're wondering, all I have to do at the moment is face the direction I want to face to prioritize the right enemy. So I'm just using the arrow keys for this, and then I use the mouse to pick, you know, menu stuff. As far as simplicity goes, yeah, I don't think you could ask for much simpler than that. But simplicity does not necessarily mean that it can lack depth. I mean, it seems like there's a lot there. With multiple character classes and infinite skill trees to get to. I don't know if there's any kind of meta progression, though. Enemies will now spawn 10% more frequently. Okay. Well, I want this Blast Quiver, please. Gain knockback. Energy Collector. Enemies have a 3% chance to drop a battery when killed. Batteries restore charge to a random ability. Pretty straightforward stuff, too. Just gotta make our way up to that. Thankfully, it seems I can blow up two enemies at the same time if they're stacked on top of each other. If you think about it in a sort of abstracted way, this is sort of like a broken down, deconstructed Vampire Survivors. You just don't move. I guess there's not really item synergies in the same way or anything like that. It's less complex. Taddies will now appear. What about Neeps? Alright, I guess I'll head toward that. Damage up. Yeah, we're gonna want that. I never played One Finger Death Punch. I always thought that was a band. Oh, there's the rat. They can duck and cover. Yeah, music seems good, I agree. Hopefully it's got enough going for it that it doesn't get repetitive over time. It was pretty much what I would expect it to sound like, and it sounds good. I remember thinking for the longest time, like, what is up with this name, Avenged Sevenfold? What a weird name that is for a band. Why would you need to avenge something 7 times? That's too many times. Chill out. I'm going straight for it. I won't make it this time. There's this Brutal Bounty. Killing 15 enemies grants 3 bonus attack damage for... Oh, alright. That's not bad. Get to that soon. Avenging the cast of 7th Heaven. That show used to come on all the time. And I probably watched, I don't know, 15 hours of it. It felt like nothing ever actually happened on the show. It was like a show about a pastor and his family, and there was the smallest amounts of drama here and there, but it was really not anything. It made Gilmore Girls look like a high drama. Oh no, she offended her rich mother. Oh no! What will come of them? Will they lose all their money and house? Everything offended her, to be honest. But later you come to find out, like, she had the baby very young, and that was a problem. What about Heavens 1 through 6? Oh, Heavens, no. Okay, I got Invoked Weapon. It's epic. Thanks very much, Charming Goat, for coming back for your 51st month. We got a Vibrating Fox in chat. Thanks for that. I'll take a Brutal Bounty as well. Not the Twitch kind. They don't give me those anymore. I turned my nose up at them. Attack speed increased. What's this? Oh, Energy Collector again. Oh, what's this green one now? Frost Trap. Place your trap dealing 50% of your attack damage and applying Frostbite to all nearby enemies on impact. Okay. Look how much faster my arrows are now. All I remember is Dawson's Creek existing and knowing exactly 0 people who watched it. Do you remember Beverly Hills 90210? I think I was slightly too young for that show at the time when, like, people 3 years older than me were their target audience. And I was just like, why does anyone care about this? It was the same with Real World. Like, I don't know the point of any of this. Why is this entertainment? I was just a teenager, though, so I didn't get it. And then they did Road Rules, and then they'd combine Real World and Road Rules together. I got hit for the first time. It feels bad. And then when I was like 16 or something, whenever Survivor started, I got into that. And I watched Survivor for years and years and years. Kind of a terrible show, really, but I watched it anyway. So this is already a pretty nice looking skill tree, but we've got ages to go. More knockback. Feels like I get way too much health for what I need. I've been considering getting into Survivor. Have you? On what grounds? Critical strike chance increased by 12% for 4 seconds after using an ability. I should probably get that so I can use abilities. You want to catch up on 40 seasons? Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just 40 seasons. When did it stop being good? Like, at what point in its life cycle? Because I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure I watched it past whatever point that was. Oh good, I can hit them out of spawn now. At least at the top. Are the up and down directions shorter than the left and the right? Seems like it a little bit. Oh no, the top one I can reach further than the bottom one. Okay, so it's the way that they draw the sprite. It can't handle the arc as well. So only from the top do you have an advantage. Enemies have 5% increased chance to be elite. Okay. Cool by me. Should keep going for Frost Trap, I guess. What's this? Epic Collector. Enemies have a 3% chance to drop an epic candy when killed. Epic candies grant a huge amount of experience. Sounds nice. I wouldn't mind an epic candy. Oh my god, now there's a freaking legendary? Your critical strike chance is tripled. Oh, I'd love to get up there. It's all the good stuff going on up there. But will I make it? Not today. That's a good mechanic, how they kind of show you what they are from far away, and then they illuminate the darkness of the skill tree. Does Danganronpa count as reality TV? I don't know. Is that the one about the kids that kill each other? With the bear that is both yin and yang? I don't really... Is Monokuma, is it? Which is ironic, because he's more of a Bai-kuma than a Monokuma. I haven't interacted with any Danganronpa media at all. I just know of those couple of facts. Is that a legendary or an epic? Oh, he's gone. I'm glad it doesn't lose your combo if you just shoot the ground. That would be kind of cruel, because I can't control when I fire. Although I could. I've ended up watching it all, some seasons twice with different people playing. It's better than I expected, to be honest. Okay. Enemies with 25% more health points. Busters will now appear. I bet they won't make me feel good. Oh, you get 3% attack speed. You think I can get up to there from here, though? Or do I have to go left? That's the question. Will I make it? Maybe? I don't get the gumball. Yeah, this... I think there's a node here, and then it goes left and connects, so maybe this is fine, actually. Seems like I'm outscaling damage, and I do have a frost trap to drop. Picked a random direction. Can I put one in every direction? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, now there's stuff for me to do on the keyboard. And the music seems to have ramped up. That's pretty handy. Have to kill ghosts? How do you even kill a ghost? Where does a ghost go when it dies? Is it a double ghost? Since I can only have 2 traps out at the same time? I thought I had 3 for a second. It's not giving me another one back now. Maybe there's a max number you can put out per... Oh yeah, it looks like 3. Per session. Oh, cool. So I can get to everything from here then. Sounds good. I want this critical strike tripling thing. That sounds great. Oh, the traps actually stick around. I didn't think they'd stay through, to the next round. There we go, traps for everyone. And everyone in traps. They're kind of crooked. They've gotten jostled. So it behooves you to try to, like, place as many traps as you're allowed, since there's a maximum number you can place per round. I used my Quiver Burst. Or whatever that was. Quiver Blast. It is strange when there's like a trap on the ground and a ghost can touch it. You would think being phantasmal of some, you know, intangible, they'd be able to just float through it. But ghosts have their own rules. I'm not going to question them. Oh. Oh, it costs 5. Shit. I didn't even know I didn't realize things could cost more than 1. Don't know why I didn't realize that. So I guess I'll just save up then. Well, I could get this one and then still not afford this one next time. Yeah, I'll get it next time. I'll just go on. Yeah. So long as you don't waste them. That would be a lame thing if it just takes your points away. Skeletons wearing sheets. Like the... Is it a gas station? It's like a gas station in New Jersey called Sheets. Why would you wear that? There's a lot of burrowing rats now. Did that just explode? Maybe I've got detonating arrows occasionally? What's wrong with that? I think that was a candy I just got. Yeah, there's like a cult for some reason that really likes sheets. I don't really get why that is a thing, but, you know, whatever does it for you, I guess. Hi, Dennis. It's going okay. How are you? I got 7 talent points from that. That's nuts. There. I got my first legendary talent. So this is going to give me critical strike chance tripled. Sounds very useful to an archer, I would say. And 2 points left, which is not enough for this, but oh well. We'll get it next time. Crit up. You're playing some Blaze Blue. Well, I hope that your blue blazes Blaze Blue. Oh shit, they got a rainbow RGB eyeball? I saw they posted the next EVO lineup, and Multiverses was not on it. And so people are speculating now. Do they know something? I think we're all just waiting with bated breath how long Multiverses has left before it's gone. I'm giving it till, like, June at the latest. I'm almost certain it won't hold out through this whole year, though. There's still people on the Reddit, though, that are like, don't you say a bad word about Multiverses. I don't get it. I was also surprised to see they put Mortal Kombat 1 back on for EVO. I thought Mortal Kombat 1 was widely not enjoyed by the fighting game community at this point. There we go. Epic Collector. Wait, is this an improvement to Blast Quiver? Well, it couldn't hurt to add to it. There we go. Oh, I learned 50 talents. Not bad so far. You know, the way the lighting works, it kind of reminds me of torches in Terraria. I'm illuminating a dark cave of a talent tree in Terraria. MK1 regularly has less players than MK11, which is pretty funny. And they've come out and said they're not supporting it anymore. They were planning on doing another DLC pack, and they scrapped it. So, I mean, that is really telling where their heads are at as far as support goes. I actually don't know what that means for the future of the series, if they're, like, backing away from finishing out what they were working on. I have been very disillusioned about Mortal Kombat. I don't really want it to end as a series, but then again, some things should end. Once you've started to, like, reboot multiple times into multiverses, I don't know where you go from there. And so, I don't know, maybe we've come to the conclusion that the Mortal Kombat universe is now becoming so muddled, it might be more trouble than it's worth. Like, does anybody accept the new version of it as canon? I don't know. Feels weird. All these rats and they're burrowing. Get out of it. Alright, I'm undefeatable as the archer. Oh shit, Omegus will appear? That's terrifying. I didn't know Omegus would appear. Do I have a goal to build toward now? Not really. They haven't showed me a new one yet. Attack speed increased. 3 bonus attack damage, yeah, I'll take that. More knockback is never a bad thing. What's that? Vortec aimbot. Gain 25% critical strike chance and automatically aim for 5 seconds. Oh. Well, the critical strike chance is pretty cool, but I, like, don't really need to aim. That's not bad. It's not hard to do. Fire a beam of energy applying shrink to all enemies in a direction, then duplicating them. What? Why would I want to duplicate them? That sounds bad. I will take more range, though. Is MK lore important to fighting enthusiasts? Not necessarily, but I do think that Mortal Kombat exists in one of those spaces where it's embraced both by people who like the competitive side, but also quite casual players as well, who just kind of like the weird campaign and a bunch of modes that they add. I liked unlocking stuff and, like, customizing characters and that. And you kind of want to appeal to both, I think. Or at least that's what I would want to do. Maybe that's not marketable, unfortunately. Thank you very much to Jemmy Spawns, by the way, for the 133 months. Hope your night, your day, your 4 a.m. is doing okay. But yeah, yesterday was not a great day, but I tried to start fresh today and did a little better. Then I found I was falling asleep at like 5 p.m. and so I took a long nap and felt more refreshed after that. And now I'm here. I had, like, neglected cleaning up yesterday and stuff, so I had, like, a bunch of errands I'd left for myself, so I got all that sorted out. Yeah, it's like 12:30 right now. It's not terribly late yet. I'm getting this, getting talents like crazy. Enemy waves will now contain an additional enemy. Just got, like, really itchy for something. I don't know what's going on. I'm having, like, an allergic reaction to nothing. Increased damage. Probably the... Oh my god. Increase health points by 5? Sure. I should probably stack criticals now that I've got a multiplier for that. Spark Quiver. Your attacks have an 8% chance to fire another attack. Yes, please. Well, my range has to be reaching their spawns pretty soon. Hopefully it'll show me another cool one to work towards soon. Oh, I missed a Spark Quiver back there. I might go back for that later. 16%'s way better than 8. I wonder if all the cosmetics have to do with it, since people feel invested and stick with it. Oh, do you mean for MK11? You're saying their monetization is too effective? Oh shit, I'm in a little trouble now. Oh, Brawlhalla. Yeah, Brawlhalla is off the chain for crossovers at this point. I never thought people would even, like, know about Brawlhalla, let alone it would become, like, a massive titan of multiple crossovers. They just got Star Wars IP the other day. And they've got, like, all the Ubisoft stuff. There's probably, like, 1,000 characters in it. Not that I've opened it in a while. I will say, as a matter of sort of luck, the fact that we played it on the NLSS back in the day, I think they gave us codes that gave us all future heroes unlocked, which I didn't know what an investment that would end up being if you were to buy them. Okay, I'm in a little trouble right now. Oh god. The slimes. Well, it could have been worse. Made it out. 9 talent points, not bad. Let's go for that spark quiver here. What's this? Barricade. Place a barricade for 15 seconds. It deals 1 damage and knocks back all enemies that hit it. It's a little off the beaten path, unfortunately. Yo, King of PMP! Thanks very much to the tier 2 at 22 months. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Yes! Love that. Keep that energy up. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by and for the support, of course. If you've arrived recently, this is Talented. It's a tower defense roguelite with a procedurally generated massive skill tree. And I'm quite enjoying it, actually. It's quite good. And it's only $4. So it's like an easy buy if you like this sort of thing. I need more knockback. Might need more health, honestly. Well, take another... Oh, that's a dead end. So what if I run out of slots, though? Whatever. I guess that's fine. It's only 2. We'll see what's over there later. Are we reaching all the way to the left? Still not, but most of the way. We got a 16% chance of doubled fire. That's very helpful. We've got massive crit multipliers, so we might do tremendous damage occasionally. We've got big old XP drops in the form of lollipops. We've got some kind of ray gun now. A Ronald ray gun? I don't know. You be the judge. We've got frozen ice traps that I'm putting down around me. I only get 3 of those per session, though. Keep them topped up. Oh, it's like going to the beat. It's like a satisfying little snare hit now that I noticed it. Oh, it went off beat entirely. Now it's terrible. Well, it was good. Oh, go back on the beat. It was so much better when you did that. Yeah, I wanted to headbang. And now I want to head unbang, which is just doing your neck the other way. It's inverting the bang. Alright, well, we made it. Night 18 survived. Enemies receive 10% less... Oh, so they're just directly countering things I've upgraded now. Enemies have 25% more health. Unfortunate. But I just got 10 skill points, so that's helpful to me. So that's just like all my knockback gone. All of my apes gone. More XP. Critical strike chance is increased by 12% for 4 seconds after using an ability. Yes, I want that. Attack speed can still save me. Where are we going? I don't have a good perspective on where this heads. Well, we'll complete the loop, I guess. Our hearts have entered a second row now, so that's nice. No. You had it, and you lost it. Now I want to manually fire so I can keep to the beat. You wouldn't think something this simple could be this fun, but, you know, I think they pulled it off. Frog of War is an open-world roguelike where he plays cricket adventure. Wow. I might have to pop my... Yeah. My cooldown on that one. Why would a frog want to go to war? Not enough flies? Frogs are usually very chill and peaceful. They sit on a leaf or a lily pad and they just kind of lick their eye. That's what I'd do if I had time. My eye's very dry. I want to lick it. That's right. Frog needs to be stopped. Well, that's sad. Can't we just work together to make a better world for everyone, including the whole pond? How'd we do? 9 talent points. Enemy waves will now contain an additional enemy. Enemies receive 10% less knockback. So they're just destroying my knockback entirely. Range up. Crit up. Spark Quiver. Yeah, another 8% chance on Spark Quiver. Alright, show me what you got up here. Damage up. Knockback up. So another energy collector. Attack speed up. Crit up. Put up or shut up. Gumball candies. Could I have gone this way? Maybe I could have gone that way. And there's this barricade ability. It's pretty far over. Oh, there's charmed weapon to worry about, maybe. Alright, I'll make a light effort to go in that direction. What is this? Oh, shit. It's on now. Yeah, it's $4. Yeah, go get it. This seems like a very safe bet. Like, you can see what it is very quickly and know what you're getting yourself into. And I think you'll just know if this is for you, like, right. I'm kind of prioritizing when enemies group up to give them when I need to hit arrows faster. Because I can take out a group if they're on top of each other at the same distance. I think I'm holding my own mostly. I mean, a lot of the time, all the game needs to be, for me, is good music, and this kind of slaps. Okay. Fair enough. I don't disagree. I wonder what percentage of people don't use game music generally. Some percent, yeah. I think people are like very into just keeping their podcast or YouTube stuff open a lot of the time. Couldn't tell you what percentage, but someone does. That's a thick pumpkin. Done. All right. Oh, I won. I didn't know that's the end. Choose a talent package that will appear in future runs. Ooh, shinies, gadgeteer, or straight through. So there is a meta progression. I guess I'll go for straight through. Don't really know what that means, but cool. Mastery level 1 unlocked, wizard class unlocked. So my first attempt was a win. Well, that's good news. So now we've got a wizard. There's also, looks like a warrior. Some other mage, I guess. Can't tell. Can't tell. Dragoon, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so there's like 6 classes? 4, 5, 6? Yeah. Sure, I'll do another one on the wizard, see how that feels. Oh, right. Class level 4 to unlock this. So there's all sorts of stuff to do. I didn't even know what this scene meant yet when we looked at it the first time. So you're meant to beat the game potentially 25 times on each one of these characters. We just beat the very, very first one. So this is, like, really replayable. Maybe so replayable that it's asking a lot to keep playing it that long. Don't know. Nothing wrong with it, though, if you like it. I've been watching Matt Dillahunty play Path of Exile 2 on his stream, and it does kind of look like it's for me. I think I could get into it. He had some sort of monk character with a frost pole, I guess, some sort of staff with, like, ice blades coming off of it, and it just looked badass. He was just tearing up everybody. Just, like, exploding them, and then backdashing away, and then shooting, like, claws of ice into them. Look pretty sick. So obviously I have that. MP regeneration up, lower cooldowns, health up, magic up. What's this? Super effective. Whenever a status effect is applied to an enemy from any source, they take 2. Okay, so it's like a synergistic effect, probably. Discover 50 entries in the Talented Compendium. Oh. Right, I guess because different classes have different types of things, so they want me to look into all that. Straight Flush. Balatro mentioned. It did look a bit technical, obviously, but, like, I don't think it's anything that much more technical than late-game Diablo. Or maybe I'm saying that naively. I don't know, is Path of Exile 2 very technical? Does it take meta-analysis to understand, or is it, like, something I could figure out? I don't understand the magic... Oh, I'm supposed to be using my skill, obviously, that's why. I thought my main fireball was going to use MP, but it doesn't. I'm probably using... I should be using skills pretty actively on this character. My impression of PoE is that min-maxing is the whole point, but I'm just assuming. PoE 1 is extremely min-maxy and fiddly. I never got into that side of it. I just play the games for the story. Okay. I play it for the loot, probably. Attack speed. We want that. 20% more XP from killing enemies with any status effect on them. Okay. Pretty good. It does feel a little bad when you start over and your shots are so slow, but thankfully the enemies are slow too, so it kind of works out. Kind of feels like the same game, just with like 3 times speed turned on by the end. I don't think we're doing AoE damage this time, unlike our arrows, which seem to blow up everything in the same spot. I'm sure we'll get abilities like that, though. I want something more exotic. Well, I suppose we want cooldowns to go down. It's pretty weird, isn't it, that people have been making Let's Plays for the whole time you've been, like, alive sometimes? That there's been these same sorts of people in the same job doing the same sorts of things for that many years. And quietly toiling away. Don't mean to be so dramatic, it's not so much toil, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we're at the stage now where there are going to become dads teaching their son the family trade of Let's Playing. Their kids are actually going to learn the ins and outs of talking into a Blue Yeti. What a truly strange time. I mostly just want attack speed, but I guess we should work our way up to this here. On level up, you create 2 elemental sprites in random lanes. Oh, well, I guess that's good. Yeah, I wouldn't not want that. I level up like 3 or 4 times per attempt, so I guess that's pretty solid. There they go. Oh, they're handy too. They keep them at bay. And they also put a status effect on them, which also synergizes. Good stuff. What was that, little tofu man? Oh, their spells are so weak, though. They're weak and short distance-wise. I want to see them pop off. Oh no, tatties will appear. I worry of those. This is 2. Whenever status effect is applied, they take 2 damage, 2 times ability. Yeah, give me that attack speed, please. Learn a random nearby rare talent. Oh. Well, that's worth getting. I posted this on Discord the other day. I'm not sure how many people saw it, but you know the game Puss from, like, 2017? It's actually getting an expansion pack DLC all these years later. I can't believe it. There will be more Puss. Go Team Coil. Slight downside of those souls is they'll hang them up far away where I can't even hit them. But I guess any delay is a good delay. Except for a Tom delay. Boots DLC? Well, we'll see. So you got 5 there. Let's take the magical hat. Is that what it gave me? Your basic attacks... Oh, does that mean I can go to this now? Yes. Oh, that's very good. So we can bounce around the skill tree. I don't have to stay there. I like that. Ring theory. Create an orb that orbits you until the end of the night. I want that. And a frost nova? Oh, these cross over each other now in a different way. That's cool. Let's see if I can get myself down to here. Put in a code request for Final Fantasy Rebirth on PC, since that's due out in another week or so. Odds are like probably 50-50 on if they'll give me one for it or not. Square Enix wasn't able to accommodate me back when it first came out for PlayStation, so maybe there's a shot this time. I never actually finished the original remake, so I'm mostly just curious to see how it looks and what kind of changes there are from the first to the second one. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. How am I going to get down there? We got to go from here, I guess? Well, it curves again. Oh, it looks like it's all a dead end. Maybe over here we can get to it. Just throwing points away. Yeah, okay, down here we can go around. I'm not strong enough, though. I'm gonna get lapped pretty soon by the difficulty of the enemies, I'd say. I had the option to put in for the new Monster Hunter as well. I just don't know that I'd do it any justice, to be honest. And I think if I tried to stream it, it would just be kind of sad. Because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know very much about Monster Hunter, and it seems like a pretty complicated game, to be honest. I do like running around in the world and seeing what they've built, but I just don't know if it would be a good fit for me, particularly. Yeah, I've been told it's not that complicated before, and then I tried to play it with Rumble Muffin, and I couldn't figure it out either, even with help. Something about the controls just doesn't sit right with me. It feels like they're delayed by a degree that is, like, uncomfortable. And I think it's because they don't want it specifically to feel like a character action game, yet all the decisions they make feel like it's a character action game. You give you, like, this massive katana or, like, this massive giant sword, and it's like, you press the button and it, like, nothing happens for half a second. I just didn't enjoy that. Maybe the new one won't feel that way. I hope not. Not even the wind-ups, it just felt like there was a disconnect between me pressing the button and even the start of an animation. Like, everything was just on a buffer. But that was back on the PS4. I haven't ever played it on PC. Yeah, you shouldn't play the new one. Okay. But you'll vouch for me for Dynasty Warriors Origins, I hope? Because I do kind of want to play that. even though I absolutely biffed it on Lubu. I was assured that he probably won't be in the first mission in the full game. He's like meant to be the final boss or something. I did have fun with it, just that one thing was too hard. Yeah, but I think it was intentionally too hard. Also, not meaning to shit on Monster Hunter, I know it's a good game, it just seems like it's not a good match for me for whatever reason. I did give it a fair shake. I probably played 10-15 hours of it, actually, on PlayStation. And I kind of am still open to maybe playing it again one day, but I just don't know if it's a good series for me or not. It's also not the first one I've played in the series, either. I much prefer the RPG-oriented ones over the action-oriented. Oh, Arkwild asked, apologies if it's already been asked, any interest in looking at Hyper Light Breaker now or any further into early access? Yeah, I would absolutely like to play that. I didn't get or see an option for a code request for it, so it might be down the road. If the opportunity is available, I'll give it a go. It might be also one of those cases where I have to wait until it comes out of early access, so it might be a good while yet. But yeah, it was on my radar as well, and I hope that it goes well for that dev team. I do like Hyper Light Breaker. The original one was very good. I don't know if it would hold up as well these days, but I certainly like the art style and a lot of the choices they made with it. Do you think the sequel will play a bit like Risk of Rain 2? I haven't really watched any footage of it, I just watched a little trailer, and I was like, well, I can kind of see this fitting into that archetype a little. It's getting savaged right now, that's not good. Save that for the Savage Planet. The Fred Savage Planet. Oh, can you imagine Escape from Fred Savage Planet? Okay, we need to orb. It's a matter of perspective, perhaps, but I don't remember Hyper Light Drifter being roguish. No, the original was sort of a kind of Zelda-style adventure. This is like a totally different genre now. Like a Zelda Souls-like? I think it had like Souls-like style boss battles occasionally. But obviously from the, you know, shooter kind of angle that they took with it. Mega Blobs will now appear. Mega Blobs suddenly appear. I got Rousing Knowledge. On a level up, you gain 10% ability power until the end of the night. That's probably good. Yeah, we need more attack speed. Tremendously more of that. Now what? Ability power up? I gotta go somewhere. Okay, what level are we on now? Is this it's night 11, so we're like halfway through. Do we have a date for Hades 2 being released yet? They're probably still a little ways off, but I thought maybe we'd hear a projection of a date, maybe like winter 2025, I hope. Now that I said that out loud, I feel like maybe I have actually read that and I forgot. I have a vague association with feeling like slightly relieved that I know how long it'll be. My spells are way too slow. Having the doubled arrows was really carrying me too. I just wonder how much more they'll add to Hades 2 after the bit that they wall you off from. I hope it's a bunch, but I don't know. Structurally, I'm not sure it will be. Okay, you're taking too long. Now your candy's gone. There you go. Interesting point about how Drifter might have aged. I haven't gone back to it at all. Certainly be rose-colored glasses. It really made a splash at the time, and I agree. I was thoroughly with it and still respect the game for sure. I just don't know if it'll play as well now. There's just been so many more kind of modernizations and advancements on that sort of formula that I don't know if it'll be as satisfying as it was. But it doesn't mean I didn't still enjoy it when I played it. Oh, new thing. Evocation. Whenever you cast a spell, you reduce the cooldown of other spells that are on cooldown by 2 seconds. That's lovely, but we need a lot better base values for this to make sense. I feel like the mage is not getting the job done the way the archer was. Is this even the right way? Maybe. Oh, it is. Got lucky there. I think my memories of Drifter have also partially blended with Fury. Oh, that kind of makes sense, actually. Sort of an evolution in the same world. You played it a few years ago, still felt great. Good, good. Glad to hear that. I was just anticipating that might be my thought. Popped my Frost Blast when I didn't need to. I meant to hit 1 instead of 3. Now I should have used it. What is that little orange thing I shoot sometimes? It's like an exploding stick? I don't know. If anybody's just arriving, by the way, this game is called Talented. It's on sale for $4. It's actually really solid. Like, it's good fun. Very simple tower defense game with a roguelite aspect. Massive procedurally generated skill tree. Lots of customization to unlock. It's got some meta progress, 6 different classes. Again, it's $4. Music's pretty good, too. Definitely want efficacy. Attack speed as always. This is a 2-point... Yeah, I won't get to that. A 2-point hospital. You know what? I'll spend it all on attack speed. I think the latest news about Hades 2 is still 2 major updates in the early access. Okay. Yeah, I kind of have... Hades 2 and Slime Rancher 2 are both sitting on the back burner. Both games that I intend to play all the way through whenever they're ready. And I've played what was available of both of them at a certain point. But then I was like, alright, I'll let them cook for a while, and I said the thing. We'll come back to it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Slime Rancher 2 is kind of a re-adaptation of Slime Rancher again. They made a few fundamental changes and kind of polished it visually a little bit better. I do think it's a superior version of the game, but it is a little unfortunate that it felt like we were back to square one again. Kind of just rebuilding the same stuff we were waiting for in early access from the original. Those of us who were excited by the game back then. But that being said, you know, I've got enough other stuff I can play that I'm not that worked up about it. Whenever it's ready, I'll be there to play it. And maybe they'll go further beyond where the first one ended. Content-wise, I mean. A little more challenge to the wizard. Or I just had a lucky run last time and kind of got over the top of it. Alright, we take our evocation and lightning crash? Shoot a piercing lightning bolt. Sure. There, I've got all slots filled now. Still need more range. I hate wasting spells. Oh, spiders are so fast. Alright, that gave me a little breathing room there. I actually can't look at chat as much as I'd like during this. It's actually getting a little intense. Okay, lightning's strong. That's good to know. I just blasted out the whole corridor. What was that? Are you min-maxing there, Byron? That's fair. Keep that in mind. Well, I want to impress upon you that although I understand from the user perspective, and that is my perspective as well, of course, I am not a game developer, but there are highly valuable things to launching a game in early access, especially with something like Slime Rancher 2, where they're getting constant funds from the thing that they've built already to further the thing they're continuing to build. I think it's lost on people a lot of the time how big of a spike your sales are when you first put a thing to launch. And what you're setting yourself up for, in the case of so many studios who have gone under, is they have a, you know, decent or sometimes not even decent launch day. And then precipitously, as pretty much all software works, you see massive drops from day to day until you're hovering around some sort of low average, which might be, you know, 10 sales a day or some ridiculously low thing like that. It depends on the size of the game and the project. But what I'm saying is the spike on day one is always tremendously, exponentially bigger than anything that comes after it, unless you get really lucky. So what early access allows you to do is recoup some of your costs while you continue to pay people to work on the thing. And then you get to have a second launch day, essentially, when the game comes out of early access, provided you have coordination for that. If you've hooked up maybe with a publisher and there's marketing around it, maybe if you're lucky, you make an even bigger splash on 1.0 day. But it's really quite important that they get all of this right for the sustainability of their studio. Otherwise, no matter how good the game is, unfortunately, that might be the end of them. And it sucks that money has to be the catalyst to make us all think this way, because I understand the constraints and the frustrations about early access as well. But I'm just saying, I'm cautioning you to look at it from the perspective of the developers and their business sense as well. Everybody is making a calculus on this, and they are taking on quite a bit of risk in a lot of cases to be releasing a game in the first place. So, frustrations noted, but also just, you know, take the whole thing into account if possible. I'm not excusing when it's abused either, but I think that happens less often than people would like to say. There are cases where it has been a demonstrably bad thing to release in early access, but I think it's the minority. Attack speed, attack speed, attack speed. Yes, please. Maybe some health. Sure. What's up here? Lower cooldowns, experience up. Man, I got a lot of points that time. No more attack speeds. There's one over here. What's that? Durable up. Create 2 orbs that permanently orb. Oh, yeah, I want an orb. Hell yeah. Give me an orb later. Arcane Wand? Basic attacks a 10% chance to fire in addition... Oh, that's what I should have gotten. Oh yeah, we're going down here for sure. This is a little pocket of joy down here. Just buy games based on what is being offered at the moment is all. Yeah, and I mean, be reasonable about it. I think if you have spare money and you're not that concerned, like, give people the benefit of the doubt every so often. But, like, yeah, just there's plenty of places you can ask or find out specifics if you're not sure about something. Don't do that thing where you're like, I played it for 2 hours and, you know, got my money back, haha. Like, that's... I mean, sure, if you really hated the game or if it was, like, not compatible, that's kind of the main reason. I think if it's not compatible, you have an issue with your PC on it, that's kind of why I would refund. Other than that, you know, I kind of would take it on a goodwill kind of, I'll give you 1 or 2 of those. But people who are, like, habitually returning games on Steam that they just decide they don't like, it starts to lose my favor pretty quickly. This is how I would treat it at GameStop, too, when people would come in and they're like, yeah, I just didn't like this game. Like, well, you bought it new, and our policy is like, well, we can't really do that. You could trade it in, but then you're going to take a big loss. So how about this? I'll try and be cool about it, and we're going to take a loss for you, and I'm going to let you return it, even though that's kind of not, again, that's not our policy, and I'll let you get a different game this time. But in the future, you know, ask us about it, or, like, go ask somebody about it, look up some reviews or whatever, and if it's still not your thing, well, then we got to go the trade route, unfortunately. So I rarely ever wanted to jump right to the, like, we're just going to take value from you from a thing, because that just feels shitty. I did know Death Trash is being made by 2 people. Yeah, I'm very impressed with what they've accomplished. I would just straight up ask the GameStop employees how many times they could return things before they started carrying. It was a calculus we all had to keep in mind, because we all had different bosses, and their bosses reported to other bosses. And it kind of depended on the atmosphere of the store. There were certain cases, and I was sort of a lucky one, where my store was... they had a more kind of like, we respect your right to make choices kind of attitude towards the employees. A lot of places, though, were run like authoritarian dictatorships. There was a store in particular, I know, that they would fire employees over the stupidest things. I didn't fear that, thankfully. And if I had feared that, I wouldn't have been able to do those things. Also, I just found out recently that my old GameStop has closed, which that was a little bit of a bummer to find. Not that, like, I rooted for them to stay open forever. It was just one of those things that I had a personal investment in, and I didn't think it would happen, but it happened, you know? And now it's not a place that I can ever go again. And that feels kind of sad. I'll get over it. It's just, like, nearly a decade. To just be kind of... That era's done now. If I was a spiteful person, I would say, well, you should have seen the writing on the wall in 2010. Because when I had left, I already had feelings they weren't going to last that long, and they managed to outlive that expectation by over a decade, so I guess good on them. But, you know, it's just one of those things. You worked at a place for a long time, and it's just kind of sad when it goes. Where will you buy Funkos now? Yeah, I know. Well, not here. In Ireland, I have no Funko outlet. Not that I ever wanted one. Sorry, I forgot to play the game. I like the speed that my spells are coming out at now. They're overwhelming me fast, though. What was weirder, too, is that I couldn't find exactly when it closed. There was just a list with, like, approximate dates, but not anything specific. Because I guess, honestly, who gives a shit? But I guess I did. I just kind of wanted to know, like, how long did I not know about that? It was inside of a mall, though, is the thing, so them closing a particular store in a mall, especially that mall where almost everything had closed already, it wasn't that exceptional of a bit of news. Although, given it was one of the last big stores that remained in this place, maybe it did warrant something. I can't imagine what the fuck the point of that mall is now. I think they were turning it into a medical pavilion or something, but I don't know. There's like no stores left in it. Doorbell up. Get it. Give me the arcane wand. That's going to be a nice improvement. I'm going to need all the improvements I can get if I'm going to live through this next wave. A lot of speed ups around. I don't know what I need here. Probably not experience. Abilities. Abilities kind of wipe everything that touches them. I do, yeah, I agree with the mall scene being kind of a dead thing now for a lot of people. In a slight way. I'm not, like, seriously losing any sleep over it, but it does feel a bit sad that it's not, like, a physical place people can go. Alright, we'll get the Arcane Wand too. More lowered cooldowns. Sure, why not? That's fine. Well, the particular mall that I'm talking about was highly mismanaged for reasons that were seemingly kind of shady, as far as I know. Not that I have a lot of insight into this, but when you work there, you kind of hear stories. Then some investor bought it out and, like, put up a bunch of artwork and redid the carpet, and all the stores left because the overhead was crazy high. Obviously, they won't stay there if they can't afford to keep their store open, but they wanted too much rent. GameStop had the money for it for quite a long time. They held out. But all the anchors left, and what's the point? There's no more foot traffic. They're not making money back. It would be a terrible investment to pay too much overhead to not have customers. So that's what I mean when I say GameStop leaving is, like, almost certainly the last thing. Like, if they could survive, nobody else was surviving. Shit. Sorry, I got into the GameStop story and forgot how to play. They got, like, walking broccoli trees now? I'm gonna lightning that lane. I don't like that lane. It scares me. Yeah, I didn't, like, hang out at the mall either, but I did go to the mall a lot. I had reasons to be there. We had a movie theater there. We went to that pretty often. We'd walk around, go to Hot Topic and stuff. So, you know, I had fondness for it. Main attraction was, like, going to Best Buy and going to GameStop or EB Games. Sometimes I'd buy shoes. Not that you need to know. I don't know what's over here. I'm just kind of hoping. I don't think much is over here, to be honest. Is that a blue? Oh, yeah, let's go get that magical hat. That sounds good. Can I get over there? It's a 1. Excuse me. Oh. A dazzling knowledge? That's 2. I guess I'll take an attack speed and get that next time. I like the magic hat ability. That's fun. Did you have a Spencer's? Yeah, for some period of time we did have a Spencer's. I think I bought kinetic sand there, and that was about it. People are always like, yeah, they got dildos in there. I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Were we that hard-pressed to find dildos that, like, Spencer needed to fill that role? I don't know. I was more into the weird, like, novelty toys, random shit they had more than any of that. We already had plenty of places you could buy, like, pot leaf posters. Where are teens finding dildos now that malls are dead? The underpass, I guess? I don't know, where does Frank find jeans to boil? It's kind of the same question now. No, I heard Bad Dragon are highly unethical, so probably don't go to them. Just side talk. I'm gonna lightning lane. Not in a Disney way, by the way. Don't get it twisted. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. Oh, no. Yeah, should have gone with good dragon. It's true. I think it's because they wanted a dragon that was more naughty than nice. A good dragon wouldn't do those things that you're asking of it. A good dragon you train, and you ride around on the ocean. Don't get the wrong idea. There's so many dudes. What if unethical dragons are my kink? Well, I guess you have a solution. There's like a Bad Dragon competitor with a really funny name that I can't remember now. It's like the Traveling Bard or something. And they also make weird fantasy dildos. Hi, Benelli. I just find it so amusing that that's like a market that needed multiple competing groups. What just hit me there? Did I die? No. I thought I died. I didn't die. Okay, let's get our dazzling knowledge. 15% bonus ability damage for each ability learned. Yeah, that's for me. That is build focused. Talents 5. Straight flush. Oh, this again. Perfect. I bought Persona 5 Royal for Switch on a whim today. Oh, nice. Enjoy. You've got hours and hours and hours and hours of enjoyment ahead of you. And, like, a couple of hours of slight frustration, probably, but, like, don't think about that bit too much. Focus on the positive. Alright. Wish me luck. Floor 18 of 20. I don't like when the rats are colorful. That bodes, you know, it's foreboding. That's what I mean to say. It bodes not well. When are they gonna make 5 boding? I'm starting to appreciate the cooldown reduction a little. I don't know what these broccoli trees are up to, but they seem to be giving me a pain in my ass. You can see they, like, break down as you hit them. Oh, Jesus. There's, like, kamikaze rats now. Okay, give me more orbs, I guess. Broccoli trees, get them out of there. They're fast and they're angry. They remind me of, like, if stumps came to life from PvZ. Wait, the stumps did come to life in PvZ. Sorry, I mean if stumps turned into trees that were partially made of broccoli. Those are really big arrows. Did you see that? Oh, my spells are enormous now. Maybe I have a chance. Night 18, so I just got to do 2 more. There's not really anybody hiding around. Is there a blue one down here? What's this? 20% more XP from killing enemies than its status effects. Really anything else I want over here, though. What about this? That's the same thing. Power orb. Yeah, okay, I'll take a power orb. Rousing knowledge. On level up, you gain 10% ability power until the end of the night. Couldn't be a bad thing. I don't know if I'll be able to reach it, though. The one downside of this approach, and it's a pretty small downside, but I quite like filling out all of something, and in this case, you just kind of have to leave dead ends everywhere. Ooh, the One Ring. Gain one of every common talent. That sounds great. Too bad I won't probably make it over there. If you learn 4 abilities the first time you cast each ability each night, it is cast an additional time. Well, that sounds great, except some of these abilities don't work that way. Like, the orbs, I think, will just go away and come back, so... Fireball will be fine. Frost Nova, I think it will kill everything on the first shot, and then the second shot will be wasted. Lightning's kind of the same. Maybe I just pick bad abilities to work with that. But yeah, are you like me? You like to kind of, like, get into a category and then fill it out entirely? Because... it's all dead ends here. We all float down here. Try and get out ahead of those Broccoli's. I'll have 4-second cooldown on lightning, so I guess that's good. That'll probably keep me going. Let's get our orbs. I'm just gonna lightning the trees whenever they show up. It also roots them for a moment, which is pretty handy. So many of them. Get out of here, rats. Alright, more actively using my lightning. I feel like that's working a lot better. I'm gonna run out of spell power, though. I hadn't had the ability to abuse the lightning this much before. I found trees to usually be rooted. I've seen ones that just kind of stopped. They have like a soaking rain for a couple days and then they just are like, hey, what if we just like came out of the ground? You got any good trucks near here? We could like park them under me and I'll fall over on them. Trees long to fall across the back of a truck. And honestly, who am I to deny them that simple pleasure? Let the trees have a little fun. They're always being asked to fight orcs and crap. Just let them fall in a truck. I think I chose wrong. Is it this way? I'm not making it to there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'll just click along. What's this? Oh, I love Arcane Wand. Oh, it was closer than I thought, and I actually found a legendary. Your basic attacks have 20% chance to apply a random status effect on hit. That's really good. That is worth 5, no problem. Unfortunately, the game's gonna end before I could get up there, so... Oh, and there was a doorbell up, too. Alright, last try, let's do it. What about the trees that fall over only to find they've landed on a Cybertruck? Those are blessed trees. Based, even. Okay, this track rocks a bit. I'm gonna try and hold on to my magic for a moment, though. Or not, actually. We've got this guy here. Yeah, my lightning ready to go. If they get too close, just smash all the buttons and I'll win. That's like a Protest the Hero chug track, and then they would noodle the shit out of the upper part. Not in a bad way. They noodle with the best of them. What are my orbs up to? They don't seem to be damaging anything. I killed 500 elites. Actually, there's like a little Protest the Hero DNA in this track. It's just in there. Good on them. Can't you hear Rhodey singing over that? That dude can croon. Give him a cigar and a limousine. What is this? Deal 50 damage with a single basic attack. They do say I'm basic a lot. Oh my god, what are those freaking things? They're so big! I've actually got magic to spare. I don't know, I lucked into the right build, I guess. Because, yeah, we did it. Two games, 2 wins. I think the truth is probably rank 1 is not meant to be crazy hard. It's kind of like an introduction to each class, and then you unlock more to make each run harder after that. Burn, baby, burn, in your element, power hungry. I guess I'll take the burning ones. Oh, I got another one. Outrageous, in your element, or force science. I'm guessing this adds specific things to the skill tree for next time. Your abilities can critically strike. Create elemental sprites and upgrade them. That sounds fun. Learn faster and bend the rules of the talent tree. That also sounds fun. I guess I'll take that. Oh my god. I got another one. New core talent gained. Increases maximum magic by 10. Abilities gain 40% bonus damage to enemies. Okay. Are you done? Mastery level. Oh, I got to go straight to level 2. Or... wait, is that what it did before? I thought I started at, like, 0, and then I got to unlock Mastery level 1. Did I accidentally start on Mastery level 1? I may have just played a harder game than I even intended to and didn't realize it. Complete the game on Mastery level 3 to unlock. That's level 5, that's level 8, that's level 15. Let's see. I don't know now. I thought I started at level 0. Oh, whatever. I'm not losing any sleep over it. It's in the compendium. Oh my god, there's 539 talents! I've only seen 19 for the archer out of 88. Oh, damn. Well, that's cool. That's surprising, actually. I like that. Increases enemy movement. Are these, like... they're qualities that the elites can have, I guess. And I guess I've gotten all of them now. There's not a ton of enemies, but, like, who cares? It's just little sprites for you to shoot at. It's more about the mechanics, I'd say. Don't know what portals are about. We don't have that unlocked yet. I didn't even see all the basic ones. Huh. Must really open up the further you get in. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in my endorsement of this game. I would recommend this. It's $4, and it seems like it's got tons to do in it. The only reason I could see you being put off is just if you're not into the gameplay just being 4 lanes walking at you. But, like, fair. Like, if you're not into that, that's fair. Doesn't bother me any, but I could see that being the major point of contention. Or the fact that, like, the color scheme is all sepia. Maybe you don't like the look, but the music kind of kicks ass. So yeah, good game. For $4, could you really go that wrong? Pretty small team as well. Well, bigger than I expected it to be, but still relatively small. Well designed, friends. Good work. Poodlekins? And the art is all of good quality. Like, it's all of its kind of cohesive universe. All the enemies feel like they belong together. That one is scary. The trunk. I guess that's what we call our broccoli friends. They're fast and they're durable. That looks like an octopus or something. Don't know what that is. I'd actually love to see an evolution of this where it's like, you know, like Tiny Rogues kind of opens up more and more as you go. I feel like this is a little bit more flat in terms of the way the game unfolds. I could see there being a really strong incentive to, like, really addictively grind this, though, if they give you big chunks of new content to find. And I don't really know what that would mean for the sake of Talented, because it's, like, such a simple mechanical game. I guess a lot of it would come from, like, unlocking new abilities to add to the skill tree. What if you could do, like, a Playmaker setup where you can customize what a skill tree could potentially look like from a template? Maybe you could edit a template and have certain avenues that you think you want to go down. But it's not all set in stone. It's just like, this is what the template will look like when it generates one. Okay, I don't know if what I'm saying is even making any sense anymore, but I'm overcomplicating it. I think they've done a good job. This, if they do ever make a sequel, I think could definitely go places. But it's quite fun as it is. Something wise about knowing the right scope and sticking to it as well. You're correct. And they have done that.